Ooh, what's going on, guys? Oi. Time to make some money, huh? Time to make some money, boys. What's up, fam? I let people come to the chat and then we do all the shoutouts like usually. Let me do just some adjustments. I'm gonna shout out all the names that are in the chat. Don't worry, guys. Let's see. Have nice, juicy divergence. We have a juicy divergence, boys. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second and then we will gonna shout out all the names in the chat as always. You know the drill. Let me see what the market. Let me put the orb colors. Let me put some few things. This is first time today for me seeing the charts. And then we're gonna shout out all the names. And then we're gonna try to make some money. The green streak is still going. Okay, orb is ready. So what's up? 4925k, Joey Lay, Boffer, Shagun, Kerragen, Jaemon, Derm, Negelo, Jetlag, Toretto, Tex2 Tex. Man, some of your names are challenging. What's up, guys? Happy fucking Tuesday. You ever think of using footprint charts? Nah, I don't think there is a need for footprint charts. Order flow itself, maybe. Good to see you, Kerragen. What's happening in the markets? You're finally thumping, huh? You know I like my shorts. You know I like my shorts. So let's see what this market. We have juicy freaking divergence as well. NQ made. Man, I'm a little bit sad that I wasn't at home to kind of. There's a juicy freaking play here. Do you see, guys, this? I'll show you guys. Stay man, what's up? What's up, guys? Ah, that's juicy. All-time high divergence. I put some charts ready on my other monitor as well. Second day, new setup. Hedgefuge, what's up, my man? How are you? Got some lemon water with me. I'm feeling good. Market is thumping. As someone who likes shorts, that's good to see. But let's see if this is a buy the tip. As always, we don't trade the first. We don't trade the first 15 minutes. So, man, NQ made all-time high divergence. Best day to short? Might be. Nice new setup. Thank you. There's a lot more to come. A lot more to come for this setup. I'm still waiting for a few orders. Customer, what's up, my man? How are you guys doing? Have you taken any trades, guys? Have you found any trades today? Should it be green for money? I just love red for background. Otherwise, Kerragen, yes. 100%. I have fucking 2 controllers. Let me see. Let me know in the chat. Green or red? I mean, we are on the green streak. Maybe it should be green. Let me see how it looks. The green looks good as well. I mean, we are on the green streak. And today's setup looks juicy, I'm not gonna lie. That divergence with the all-time high. But we have 3 more minutes until this candle closes. Green mixed with red, that's not a bad idea. Like this. APV, what's up? Atomic, how are you guys? Green mixed with red. I think this looks quite sick, to be honest. Merry Christmas. Yeah, different. There is you see, like this, shitloads of colors. You can do any. Could you explain in short what the divergence tells you? It tells that one. Let me put it more clean. It tells me that one index took out the key level, and oftentimes the other one doesn't. So divergence gives it's a reversal pattern in a sense. It means that one index takes out key level. I don't want to call it liquidity sweep because liquidity is everywhere. That's that. But there are of course there's liquidity above highs and lows. Of course, I'm not denying it. But usually, like one index takes out the high or low or key area, and the other one doesn't. One index, so to say, sucks the liquidity. There is enough for a move. And the best thing about divergence is you can hold, let's say you're short, this is a little bit wide stop loss for me, but let's say you short something like this, right? It gives you super easy idea when you don't want to be in a trade. You don't want to be in a trade when ES takes out this high, when this divergence stops existing. So the point I'm trying to make is it gives, take a bite of the lemon, chat tells you. I can take a bite of the lemon. You think I'm a little bitch? No problem. Yeah, orb is, I had orb on my chart as well from yesterday. It looked really similar area. But finishing my point regarding the divergence, if it happens and you take trade based on the divergence, then you can hold your trade until ES takes out the same high, right? Because until ES takes out the same high, the divergence exists. So for me, why I love divergences is it gives you a really simple idea where you don't want to be in a trade anymore. And that's like when the divergence stops existing. So it's more like, yes, it's a reversal pattern as well, but it's more the fact that you know exactly when to get out. Okay, we have finalized the orb. Rowie, what's up? I'm seeing on NQ the 930 candle just formed. Is that the same thing for you? 930. Yeah, that's the orb. That's the blue zone. That's the first 15-minute candle. That's what we stopped forming. Now we wait for a breakout. We wait something to happen to give us potential entry. Where are we with EMAs? Let me see what's the EMAs doing. We still didn't yesterday, by the way. We didn't get past this 9 EMA on 4 hour. This red candle here was the candle which I got my shorts. I TP in my shorts, and I was like, maybe this is the first candle where we close below that. You see how long. Okay, Sunday gap is different. The real price action happens during the week, right? This is Sunday gap, but do you see how long we've been staying? Okay, this was the last time we were above it. So we've been above for 1 month or 20 days. So two weeks in trading time. So we've been above this 4 hour 9 EMA for a long time. If this breaks, we have a chance to really start breaking down, right? This is holding the trend on 1 hour, 200 EMA here as well, right below the lows. That divergence being the best setup, but let's see. I'm not rushing anywhere. I want to make some money today. And in trading, we get paid for waiting. Russell all-time high and Dow as well, really? Dow 50K, huh? The golden number. Holy shit, Russell is breaking out. It's kind of based on those index divergences. This is kind of telling me the long test market. What do we have for news? Man, I've been out of the market today completely. I haven't checked the news. I haven't checked anything. Oh, Trump was speaking a lot before the market opened. This is so stupid. Like, sorry I fucked up your infrastructure, but you have money. That's crazy. What else Trump said? He was speaking a lot, huh? And the memes about how Trump affects the markets, ES at orb high, I'm seeing it. I'm patient right now. I wanna see what happens with the orb on ES. Nice V activation band bounce though. And the 4-hour EMA, 4-hour 9 EMA is not breaking. It's not breaking. We'll see guys. We have so much time. Yesterday I rushed into the trade on Topstep TV. I got absolutely fucked on the first trade. Remember guys, we get paid to wait. We make money when we wait. Yesterday close was also super bullish. I mean, bias is bullish, right? But everything is one headline away. Everything is one Trump tweet away. This is closing bullish. I think I'll wait for the 4-hour candle close. This 4-hour candle closes above 9 EMA. I'm looking only for longs. Okay, ES is getting rejected from the orb high. I have to adjust my charts. Kristianka, what's up, my Estonian friend? How are you? I think you had the right idea. It was to sell, and then you had another sell entry. Yeah, I took 2 shorts yesterday. I lost the first one, a little bit impatient with the entry or a little bit too early. Got stopped out, and then the other one hit 125 points. Yeah, they kind of rushed you. Yeah, it's the thing with Topstep TV, right? It's the constant. What are we looking, guys? What are you seeing? Are you in a trade? Are you in a trade? Are you in a trade? Headline coming. I feel something coming. There is a different kind of environment when you're trading on Topstep TV. Because like a lot of traders in Topstep TV, they are trading completely. Tony Robbins, what's up? Last 2 minutes were wild. Yeah. But there are traders on Topstep TV when I sometimes watch the stream after I leave or something. Last week I watched a lot because I didn't have a setup. I was streaming for the Topstep from my kitchen. And I was watching the show because I didn't have anything to do. I didn't trade myself last week much. I think I didn't trade for 2 days last week. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't trade for 2 days. One trade, and that was a messy day. But the point I'm making is I watched their other traders. I'm not talking shit about anyone, but it's completely different style. They go in, they get 10 points of profit, and they're like, I'm out. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but anyone can trade like this. You take your 10 points. We have, what do we have? We have 115 points, 15-minute candle. Oh, that's quite a wide orb, but let me put the orb here as well. It's not I don't want to say this is what I mean by wide orb, like in terms of inverse orb, but it's just like that's 115 points. If you're gonna get 20 points from this 15-minute candle, and like, yes, we call that a win if you're a bigger size, of course. I understand. I'm not trying to shit talk, but kind of am. But it's just like completely different than trying to take the 100-point trade, you know what I mean? Are you planning to go back on Topstep TV often? This Friday. I wanna get. I'll be honest with you guys. I wanna get paid. I'm not getting shit yet. This is looking bullish. I'll wait 8 more minutes until this 4-hour candle closes. I wanna see how this new 4-hour opens. I like the Topstep lives video. I enjoy it as well. Like everyone who's with me on Topstep TV. I mean, I'm kind of fanboying them all. I don't want to say fanboying like a trader, but I used to watch the show a lot, and it's always like, damn. I mean, I'm now doing this thing with you guys. Oh, we're gonna build a new short setup possibly. We're gonna go back to weave activation bands. But I think if you're longing NQ from here, it's not a bad idea. Just because ES is leading so strongly. ES all-time high is here. Let's see what ES will do with the pre-market high. I'm definitely more patient. So they don't compensate you at all, I guess, free promo. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's... Again, one thing is, it's cool to be there because I used to watch it. It's kind of like, hey, I was watching it. I was super unprofitable trader. I was watching the show 24/7, and then in my head I was kind of manifesting like one day I'm gonna have a story or reason to be on TV to discuss trades with these guys. The Hogue guy, you know Hogue from Topstep TV. I love that. I love that guy so much. Hogue as a trader, like he taught me a lot. He has a really good. He was a floor trader. He taught me a lot. I have huge respect for Hogue. There's been many times in the live streams where in my head I'm like, I want to fanboy so hard. Like I wanna say to Hogue like, hey, I love you, man. And then Andrew as well, Andrew, the main host. I think he's made for TV. He's made for leading the show. I love him as well. Who else? Yeah, these two guys are my absolute favorites. And then I also go to Topstep TV obviously because it's a free marketing for me. I get some exposure, and I'm thinking like a bigger picture, right? I would love to attend some cooler, I don't know, podcast, talk about the trading. I want to talk about, like, if you put me on a podcast with a bigger audience, I'm gonna spend, if the podcast is 1 hour, I'm gonna spend at least 25 minutes of that 1 hour talking shit about every single core seller. Signal sellers, core sellers, they would all get the heat if I would be on a bigger podcast. I would be like, guys, stop this bullshit. Show me your live trading. You don't have Lambo because you trade. You know, my friends send me, we have a moment, sure. What's the guy name? You know, one of the biggest scammers in the space? Alex Trading, I don't remember his name. You know, no. You know this guy, right? He's like one of the biggest scammers in the space. And my friend sent me yesterday, like, oh, should I learn from him? Should I buy him his course? I'm like, are you fucking retarded? You want to buy a course from a guy who partnerships with brokers and never traded live? Who screenshots demo account profits? Like, come on. DGR and ICT, they're marketers, right? At least, okay, one thing I can say about like DGR, at least he has the bootcamp, and I learned a lot from his bootcamp. I think it's amazing to learn basic price action. Like you don't wanna take his bootcamp and start trading his strategy. I'm not saying that, but like at least he gives like a good information for beginner in a free format. And then ICT, I can say the same thing. Like he has thousands of hours of material. So at least like he's not like, oh, if you don't pay me, I'm not gonna show you anything, right? Tory Trades, I mean, Tory Trades is Tori Trades, if you check her, like Tori Trades is completely different audience. Completely different audience. Tori Trades audience is a single mom who is desperate for money, has never heard about trading, and she sees Tori, she's like, if I put some trend lines on the chart, by the way, trend lines are amazing, don't get me wrong. You can trade profitably with trend lines. I know few traders who actually are profitable with trend lines. Bare Naked Crypto is one of them. But it's just the whole like marketing aspect, like she's targeting completely different audience. She's making it simple, that makes it easy to target audience that doesn't know anything about trading. And then you put video, I made 45,000 in one trade. Boom, you have fucking 100 people buying your course. The one thing, like, okay, you can sell a course, right? I don't wanna go against me, but I mean, I understand if you sell a course for maybe 200, but you know, like what I extremely dislike about the whole course selling is the fact that they sell it for like few thousand. Like, come on. Like, okay, sell it for 100, sell it for 200. I understand you're not scamming people with, I don't know, the life saving, you know, but it's like they are pricing those courses like 5-6 grand. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you gonna guarantee to anyone in the most hardest profession that is no one way path to profitability for 5 grand? Like, come on. Tori has a course for 1,000 and inside that course another course for 5,000. Yeah, and people are paying it. Yeah, I know. Giving all the money to TGR. I wanted to see what Wakara Sim strategy was and downloaded it. Wakara Sim, is that I love that guy though. He has amazing podcast. Yeah, he has a nice podcast. I don't know anything about his trading, but his interview skills are really nice. Okay, 4-hour candle open. I'm looking for longs now. I don't think I like shorts anymore. Now I'm gonna okay, wait, I'm gonna come back. And the last 4-hour candle looks fucking wild, huh? When I started trading, I started getting YouTube recommendations for FX Alex G. Yeah, I mean, like, it's understandable how they are successful. They are, especially that FX Alex guy. I don't like him because he's so little bit arrogant in my opinion. He paints himself as the best trader in the world, while there's no broker statements, no live trading, anything. And he buys Bugatti and jumps on it. Like, come on, if you have so much money, go make a video how you're gonna, I don't know, donate, go give homeless some money, go do something nice, you know, go put some good karma in the universe. When you scam with courses, like, balance your karma, right? Go help someone. Go to the hospital, go pay someone cancer treatment, like, do shit like that. You jumping on a Bugatti, yeah, you're gonna have 15-year-old boys who max out their mom's credit card to buy your course and then have nothing after that. Bakir interviews are insane, to be fair. I agree 100%. That will be one of the podcasts. He has the Titans, Clash of Titans or something. He has the one podcast. I fucking love the way he interviews, the way he makes like podcast is only good when you know how to interview, right? You can have the best guests, but if you don't know how to interview them, I probably would be shit interviewer because I would probably speak most of the time. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm interviewing you, right? I love speaking about the markets. That's why I enjoy streaming as well. I can just speak here like for hours. Let's see how big is this pullback. I'm not seeing anything major yet. It looks more bullish. How's the 50-minute? Okay, we are retesting 9 EMA. Wait, I need to change the song first. Kinda can play the or breakout. I feel it's so hard to long all-time highs. It's so hard. I know it's probably the right thing to do. Shorting all-time highs is even worse. It's like the upside. We'll see how this 15-minute works. You like the setup? I like the setup because I built it. I know what went behind it. Look at oil. What's oil doing? Oil dumping. Man, I should put oil on my charts. What's Solana doing? Yesterday I told you I want to start trading crypto. So expect me to chart a little bit more Solana. But Solana is... it's bear flagging on a higher time frame. It's bear flagging on a daily. But it bounced with super key area, this 67, like anything 70 to 65 is super key area with Solana. I know Solana key areas by heart because that was the first thing I traded. Solana was my first victim of trading. Actually, I was victim of Solana. It fucking molested me. But I know 150, 175, 220, those are all key areas for Solana. Oil. Wait, I don't have oil here. I can't see oil from here. Let me see. I low-key want to inverse ore from here. I'm seeing what. We're selling. We'll buy the dip. Many people got fucked by Solana. There was one Luna coin. Oh, of course, I remember those times. Crypto is, that's why I traded Solana. I think if you trade crypto, you should only trade Solana, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin if you have balls. Bitcoin is the king, so it's always like, do you want to short the king, you know? But in crypto, it's so important that if you trade something with leverage, trade with high volume. Everything with low volume is super manipulated. There is a OR breakout, right? Can make a case for OR breakout. Used to be in seed sales with crypto, man. I lost my life savings with ICOs. Yeah, I think it was ICOs. That was the pre-sale for different cryptos. Is it really all-time highs for everything? Okay, Dow Jones. Let me mark the all-time highs on my chart as well. Dow Jones all-time high. Russell, it's all-time high right now. Okay, Russell don't have anything to put. There's no conditions for long. There is definitely setup for long. I'm scared to long all-time highs. It's psychological for me. I know we need to trade what's in front of us, but you have pretty much the perfect orb play. We are retesting the orb high really successfully. What's the stop loss? Just took a payout, switched to micros. This price action is killing me all of a sudden. I remember I used to buy shitcoins in 2017, the first big boom. It's all worth zero now. Great lesson though. Yeah. I got my first financial lessons in crypto really young. I was probably like 20 years old. And that helped me a lot in terms of like, you rather get rug pulled when you're 20 years old rather than 40 years old, you know what I mean? But we all probably gonna get scammed when we are older because AI is getting so good. So the shit is not even pulling back to long. Yeah, that or long was the best trade. I'm in a mood to be extremely patient today. I'm not hungry. I had late lunch. I think I'm gonna do a little bit longer stream. We'll see. But I think if you don't have weak psychology like me today, well, longs are amazing. We had a nice retest. Let me see. I might actually, you know what? I might trade evaluations more today. It's easier to trade them. I have 5 evals in the Tradify. Let's go with 2 micros. I'm not gonna enter with 10 micros. It's because if I have 5 accounts, you need to divide it by 5. Wanted ES to pull back the orb high and then Q to pull back the VWAP. Yeah, that would be a little bit more choicy setup, I agree. I usually want to play the orb from the New York VWAP as well. I mean, at the same time, it's looking so bullish that I think if you long it quite blindly, you will win. Furious because I tried to long at the open, was up and it just drops now. The piece of shit is up massive. I feel you. That's by the dip days. It dips so much, you're like, I don't know if I want to long it. And then you get absolutely smacked. And then it's like, oh yeah, we are going up. Wait, let me see a moment. Who are some people you would recommend to what when it comes to risk management and psychology? Me? No, I mean, risk management is easy. You don't risk so much that you can lose an account in one day, right? Risk management is like, if you're not complete retard, then risk management is kind of logical, right? You don't blow your account in one trade. You don't DCA into losers heavy. You don't revenge trade with size. You don't FOMO into its size. You don't try to step over your shadow, right? As soon as you feel more confident, you slow down rather than size up. As soon as you feel greedy, you size down. As soon as you start losing, you walk away. That's risk management is really. In that sense, it's really simple. I don't think you should follow the rule of risking 1 to 3% per account if you're trading prop firms. That means you're risking what, $20 per trade? I don't think that makes sense. Well, it's all about if you can build a buffer early in the session, use that buffer, have a clear profit targets. What's the profit target for the day that I'm not gonna touch anymore? Okay, you went over your profit target. Now you can play whatever you have over to try to make more. What's your daily loss limit? How much are you willing to lose in a day? These things. You don't trade minis with 50k account, which is 2000 account. In terms of psychology, trading in the zone, absolutely. I think even some of my videos are good in terms of psychology. I'm not trying to glaze myself, but I'm not always most of the time I'm not inventing stuff, right? I have learned something from someone, whether I was reading a book or I don't know, podcast or something, and then I'm like, that's actually really fucking good advice. I should start using it in my trading, and then I will give it to you, right? So is the orb different between NQ and MNQ? I can check right now. Is it a little bit different? Yeah, it is a little bit, huh? Any advice how to train my patience and discipline? Are you trading on Topstep? Okay, the patient thing is okay. So I can tell you how I have learned to master patience. I don't want to say master because I'm still learning how to master it, right? But in Topstep, if you're trading on Topstep, you use the platform tools. But yeah, you're right, Toretto. The orb is different on MQ. Best loser wins? Absolutely. Masturbating. I mean, you're not wrong. Have a nut? Let's see what the post nut clarity tells you if you still want to lose money. But it's in terms of psychology, you can read all the books and they give you a lot. You can watch all the podcasts. But we as humans, we always like to think that those things don't happen with us. So we still do the mistakes people tell us to avoid, right? And why I'm saying this is, for me, the biggest psychology lessons have been the mistakes that I have made. I felt so much pain from losing the accounts that I'm like, okay, I need to understand why it happened in terms of psychologically. You need to collect data about yourself. I told you this many times. Understand what makes you win. And I don't mean by technical strategy, like understand what happens on the days you win. I don't know, did you go to the gym? Did you have a good day with your girlfriend, boyfriend? Did you have an amazing date? Did you, I don't know, hit the good nut, right? Like, you need to understand what makes you win. Strategy is okay, you understand this strategy works, but how you execute it comes from your psychology, right? If you give some same strategy to 20 people, maybe only 2 of them will actually make it profitable, I don't know, in 6-month time frame. So it's so important to understand data about yourself. Again, there is one journaling about your trades, your win rate, all of that is amazing, and you need to kind of keep track of it as well. Nowadays there's Topstep does it for you, and most of the platforms kind of give you the journaling in terms of statistics, but really understand what makes you lose as well, the same as with win. I don't know, did you fight with your girlfriend? Did you go into the market with shit mood? Were you hungry? Like, those things actually matter. And it's the same thing, like, you know, professional players in sports, they have the same socks for 20 years. Same, I don't know, trainers for 20 years, because they believe that it brings them luck, right? It's not about bringing them luck. It's the mentality that if I have those socks on, they will win me championship. Same thing in trading. Like, understand yourself. And what I would recommend, also there's a lot of good advice in the chat regarding books. I think every single book, you have nothing to lose if you read them. But what I would also recommend, what really helped me, is use those ChatGPTs, Clouds, Geminis, LLMs, right? Use that AI. Tell tell it exactly how badly you fucked it up, because oftentimes you don't want to admit it publicly, right? You don't want to admit in front of everyone how you revenge traded, but go hard with those AIs, ChatGPTs, LLMs, whatever. Go hard with them in terms of like, hey, you are my critical mentor. Your job is objective, neutral coaching with critical points, blah 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 blah. You know, you tune it to not be biased, to support you or be positive with you, and then you tell all your mistakes that you do in trading, and it helps. I mean, ChatGPT is probably, if you prompt it correctly, it's probably much more effective and much more cost effective than going to therapy or psychology, right? So use it in trading. I did it a lot. I discovered some patterns about my childhood regarding why I add to my losers. It's because psychologically, like, that was my biggest vice in trading. I used to add always to my losers, and psychological reason was, it was because for me, I was kind of programmed, and probably still are programmed in a way where I felt that it's normal to feel pain before I win, right? I need to work hard before I get any reward. I need to feel pain of learning. I need to feel pain. Like, for me, it was unnatural that you do something, you don't feel any pressure, you don't feel any pain, and then you win, right? It was like, I like shorts. I like this reaction we are getting. Well, let's see. Do you have any better bull traps? But like, same thing with some people. If you come from a household or family where you guys didn't have a lot of money, or money came in a way where it was like hard, you know, your parents were like, oh, it's so hard to make money, it's so hard, the life is so hard, it's so hard to make money, we need to work so hard to make money, and so on. And then you go into trading and you make like, I don't know, 2,000 in a day. Your psychology is like, no, I don't deserve it. I need to lose it. I need to trade more. I can't hold this money. It came too easily. I didn't work for it. Right? So trading is something like, as I always say, is character development. And someone in the chat said as well that 90% of it is mentality, psychology. That's what I always told you. My first YouTube videos were mostly about psychology, because I was like, that's much more important than technical. And you were always telling me in the YouTube comments and everywhere that, hey, we need technical video. And in my head, I was like, guys, that's not important. But of course, I'm gonna share everything technical. I like this short. I like this short. Are we dropping because of some news? I like this short. If ES closes into orb, I'm going in. Fran, what's up, my man? I'm looking, yeah, ES is retesting, so if you want to long, that's probably your best chance, but we're closing below EMA. Wait 1 second, I want to see what ES is doing here. This is getting juicy. So far, perfect orb retest, but we just opened. The problem with this sell-off, we sold with volume, huh? But we didn't close into the orb. Let me see. I prefer shorts from here, not longs. Although long is a nice setup. I like this short. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Yeah. This wants to go into the orb, huh? How much? Fuck, we have 4 minutes until this 5-minute candle closes. Are you guys believing that there's gonna be a breakout from this orb? I don't think so. I don't think so. VWAP here as well. Think we keep going up. You guys are in the long. I'm seeing what ES will do with this 5-minute candle. That sounds contradicting. No, long is a good setup in terms of the orb, right? If you trade orb, that's a perfect retest, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it because that selling was with volume as well. Like if you trade normally orb, I agree. I just don't like longing all-time highs so much. I don't see. I mean, you can write the trend, but we'll see. There is two things happening with this 5-minute candle close. I like shorts here so much more. You're closing into the orb. Let me see. Let me see if you close actually into the orb. Told you guys, this long doesn't look so good. You can have the orb retest. It doesn't always mean that you need to enter. We are not robots, you remember? You can automate orb strategy and that would execute you right now. But that's why I don't believe automated trading pots, everything. You need to have a human factor in trading. Because, as I said, by orb setup, it looks like a nice long. But I will wait. We have 42 seconds until this 5-minute candle closes. If we close into the orb, I'm willing to take this trade. Kind of play inverse orb here as well. This looks so much juicier to short than long. 23 seconds. 23 seconds, let's see. 3-minute closed into the orb as well. Stuart Lucas, have a good one. Enjoy your day. Have a nice evening. Close. Okay, ES closed into the orb. Okay. Let's see. I'm ready to scale in if NQ closes into the orb, but ES closed into the orb. I mean, if I get stopped out, we're gonna make a new all-time high, right? I like this reaction from the orb high. I might close this manually if we close outside of the orb again. But we have a long way to go. We have 5 minutes to go. And then we're gonna close the 15-minute candle too, right? We're gonna close the 15-minute candle too. It's a really similar trade to yesterday in a sense. Yesterday I entered on the short exactly for the same reason. I entered because we closed ES into the orb. We're doing the same right now. We'll see if this 5-minute will kind of decide what I want to do with this trade. I like that we are selling with volume. You guys are going against me in long. I mean, in orb setup, it's amazing trade for long. I just like shorts on these highs more. But this 5-minute candle kinda decides everything. We had Shaman. Do we have Shaman in the chat? Shaman got his first payout yesterday, man. I was so happy to see it. Shemo has been on the stream. Has been on the stream since the beginning. Got his first payout. Let's see what the EMAs are telling us. EMAs are telling us. Let me see. Oh, if we close 15-minute. Jamon, what's up? Got your first payout yesterday, huh? New Fed chair is speaking. He's super bullish, isn't he? He's shorting oil, no? Oh no, Percent was. Is Percent, who's the new Fed chairman? Who is the new Fed chairman? Crypto Extreme Fair. Let's see, this 5 minute has a little bit time to close. Have you tried Lucid yet? No, I'm trying. Right now I'm trying Tradify mostly. Let's see, it's still Powell. The other guy is just a nominee. He hasn't been confirmed. Powell term ends quite soon now, right? Needs to close below daily VWAP, you mean overnight VWAP? Yeah, the VWAP is the first target, but I might close this trade with a small loss if we close this 5 minute candle. I don't like how this new 5 minute candle is building. I think now longs definitely look better. I think I'm gonna close this early. Oh, wait. We have one more. Okay, we have a little bit divergence. Quite choppy open so far. What I mean by divergence is ES closed 15 minutes below it, and that I kind of like it. That we closed 15 minutes below 9 EMA. That's actually quite juicy. Actually quite juicy. In May? Okay, so we have a little bit to go, huh? Man, why is Topstep deleting my RSI lines all the time? Can it now save it? Save it like it is. It's ranging above orb high, but ES is kinda giving up the orb, to be honest. I always trust ES so much more. Some Topstep insiders trying to sabotage your winning streak. One trade One trade doesn't take this winning streak away. Even if I lose this trade, yesterday was the same. I lost the first trade minus 130. The next trade 250. I made 2 more scalps yesterday to secure the payout day. But yesterday was only one trade was needed to come back from a losing trade. That's always my mentality. Lose small, and you always have a chance to make it back. You don't wanna begin with the losing trade. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I see the vision for shorts more. NQ looks like a good orb breakout, but ES is I think ES will pull NQ down. Dow Jones is fading now too, but we need Russell to kind of lead the race. Nice, Russell starts to dump as well. Let's see if we go there. Let's see what happens at the orb low. You can change top and bottom limits in the indicator. Wait, guys, do you see this? The same fucking lines deleted. Are you MC channel? Are you talking about this? This is so annoying. You know what I love about market right now? My stop looks super wide. It's like 50-60 points. Sometimes we have market conditions when ATR is super high, and then you don't even have a chance to have a wide stop loss because that stop loss is like 200 points. Okay, ES is really breaking down now. That's nice. NQ is not giving up. 65.35. But you are trying to change the limit, no? I don't want to change the limit. The limit. Ah, I see. Okay. I love you. Yeah, ES is now inside the orb as well. Let's see if NQ follows. Now I like the short even more. Because now, look what's happening. ES is inside the orb. What this, where is my entry? 830. What's technology doing? What's Apple minus 1%, Nvidia little bit red, Facebook, I still call it Facebook. Let's see, ES is now doing exactly what we need. NQ is strangely bullish. Are we gonna have divergence before we go down? Man, that would suck. That would stop me out. If NQ makes divergence, that will stop me out and then probably break down. But NQ looks so bullish compared to ES. And sometimes I think that trading ES is easier. NQ is refusing to surrender when ES is kind of surrendering. No, I don't like this idea. I'd rather enter again than extend my stop loss, to be honest. But like even on ES now gave out the VWAP as well. Gave up. NQ is like no. Interesting. Really interesting that ES should be dragging. Like look, ES is dumping. NQ is like no. Interesting. Is now my RSI fixed? Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. My NQ looks like it's personal with my stop loss. New setup, yes. You can feel it in your bones that Trump is gonna bless me? I mean, I don't know what NQ is doing. NQ is not following ES at all. But I think it's only a matter of time. The worst case scenario is NQ takes out this high, I get stopped out, and then we dump. We have divergence with this high too, right? That's like the worst case scenario for my trade. Because I think like the way ES is developing, it looks a little bit bound to take NQ with it. Because ES is giving out both VWAPs as well, but that divergence is a possibility. The volume is quite shit though. Yeah, if Trump is gonna bless me, it can go two ways, right? It can wick me out. We'll see, we'll see. I like how ES looks for my short. I don't like how NQ is not following, but it can be just a matter of time. One bullish candle from ES and we might be cooked. You're completely right. You are completely right, my friend. NQ is like, you can dump alone. How often does divergence like this? You mean divergence that NQ doesn't follow ES? We see it sometimes. Usually they move quite in sync, but I call NQ the fake out artist anyway. NQ likes to fake out. Look what ES is doing. Now NQ is following ES. Now it's following ES. Little bit. NQ is still holding VWAP. ES is not holding VWAP. But you're right. Daniel, you're right. One bullish candle on ES and this trade is cooked. Probably. Because as soon as ES shows anything bullish, NQ is like, oh, okay, we are bullish. Oh, yeah. Looking exactly like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was, in the beginning it was hard to find a good trade as well. NQ. Okay, something is happening. Fuck's sake. We might get stopped out. Some news just happened. Yeah. Trump probably blessed us to the wrong side. But something is going on. Some news. Okay, we have news. That's 3 minutes ago. Wait. Let me see if I can keep you guys updated what's happening. Don't. No, this is not the news that just happened. There is something else. Something else is happening. And that news looks like it wants to wick me out. I should have just shorted ES. ES will be almost at my profit target soon. but there is something something just hit the news. Algos reacted to something. I'm just trying to understand what it is. I'm not seeing anything. We are retail, we get news with a little bit delay, you know? I mean, you can change it if you're rich. Bloomberg terminal. What, Bloomberg terminal is like 25k a month? And the question is like, even if you get Bloomberg terminal, how much does it help you if you get the news a little bit early? But something Algos reacted to something. I'm just we'll see. Vance and Iran parliament speaker. Ah, okay. It was not red, so I was like, there has to be something else. So you guys are loving the new setup, huh? Me too. It's gonna be much cooler soon, but I checked the delivery times for some of my orders. They're personalized. There's gonna be some custom things, and they take a little bit more time. No, I moved to a new place. I moved to a new apartment, and I had empty room, completely empty room. I had vision in my head. I went to furniture shopping, found most of the things when I was furniture shopping, and then I spent all weekend building. It was me against IKEA, and there's one local firm that is very similar to IKEA, and yeah, it was just building. Nice candles. There's candles? No, they're small plants, if you mean them by candles. Or you mean candles? Oh, okay, you mean candles in terms of the market. Man, if NQ can do same thing as ES, I will be so goddamn happy, man. Setup is nice, don't get me wrong, but everyone has those same shelves. I know. And that's how I got the idea as well. Of course, we don't have original ideas, but there's gonna be some original things in the background, but they are custom and they needed to be ordered separately, and they are coming. They are coming. It just takes more time since they're custom items. Thank you, Alexander. $4,925K. I can't respond to you. Spoiling the party. Yeah, it's quite obvious. LC sign, I was thinking about it, but they had too big order time. I didn't order from them. But I love that guy, man. That guy is the best marketer in the universe. $4,925. If ES breaks or below SL to entry, yes. Yes. Oh, I have such a cool things for shelf coming. I have such a cool things for shelf. But you can always DM me ideas. If you make something custom for Never Stop Doubt, I can give you private mentorship. Send the links on the Discord if you still have the Reddit link. You sent on the Discord? Ah, here you have. Ooh. That looks sick. That looks sick, yeah. The only thing is, give me a real picture. This is AI picture. I think it's AI picture, no? Looks super AI. Maybe it's not. I'll check it out later. Man, this market refuses to go down, huh? This market refuses to go down. God damn. ES is at the orb lows. I would love if NQ would be the same. NQ is clearly lagging behind, but let's stay patient. We stayed patient with our entry. Now it's the matter of fact of staying patient with the trade as well, right? Right, guys. Let's not talk ourselves out of the trade. Yes, dumping hard. NQ is so resilient to dump. So fucking resilient to dump. The divergence is getting a little bit crazy. Ay, fuck's sake, NQ. What you doing? What we doing? What we doing? ES is at the orb low. Now, since ES is at the orb low, I need to go to break even, guys. It's just, it can get super fucking bouncy. I'm getting mad at this trade. It will suck to get break even on this trade. It's been so long. ES broke orb low. Broke, but not closed yet. Do you ever use 1 minute for entry exits, or do you think it's just too noisy? Only on the VWAP activation bands. Only on, let me show you, on this chart. Mm. 1 minute always on this chart. God damn, it's gonna feel it. It's gonna break even me. NQ needs to stop being a little bitch, you know? And ES needs to break orb low. If ES bounces from the orb low, goddamn, we wait all day for fucking trade just because NQ is a little bitch compared to ES. It's gonna fucking break me out. Break even me. That was a nice trade though. Was a nice trade, but NQ just 4 hour 9 EMA as well. Man, ES looks so juicy. Dump this shit, come on. ES is so fucking perish. At least you're not losing money. You're not wrong. But I don't like what NQ is doing. Okay, yes, can you break the orb low? When you break the orb low, ES. If ES bounces from the orb low now too, I might close this manually. Hit my stop loss as well. You guys long this? You guys are longing this market? What makes you guys long this market? I just want to understand your trade ideas. Or breakout, valid. You long the or breakout, retest. I mean, it's a valid. You follow the strategy. I just didn't see the room for the upside. I really didn't. Three minutes, come on. This 5-minute candle will decide my break even. Come on, ES, break the fucking orb. Reduce my target as well, yeah. Alright, try to get exactly 100 points. Give me the 100 points. Man, imagine how much money I would make if I would trade 1 mini. That would be 2,000 from one trade with 3 accounts if I was trading minis. Ooh, ES is breaking orb low. Let's fucking go. I hear you, but unlike you, I cannot go against the setup telling me to go long, but the feeling to go short. There was also another thing. ES closed 15 minute 9 EMA, by the way, when we retested the orb. That was for me the signal to go against the orb breakout rate. I secured 150. It's okay. I was not willing because we are open hourly candle. Nice trade though. So that you know that trade fucking made me sweat. I'm also securing my payout day, so that's why I also trade my stop loss. But we open 1 hour candle really soon. Might hit my TP. Who cares anymore? Now I'm out. But another winning trade. So cheers for that, huh? Oh, what a nice beginning. Okay, now I see the news. Now we see the news. And by the way, guys, if you're still in, we have another 100-point trade taken on stream. I don't miss my 100-point trades, huh? Even might go to my initial DP. Oh. For me right now it's more securing the payout days. Let's see how this 1 hour candle opens in 1 minute. Yep, this is exactly what I was expecting. Ah man, that was so nice trade. It made me sweat. Don't get me wrong, it made me sweat like crazy. Rowie, you took the trade as well. It made me sweat when NQ, when there was some news and closed too early. Yeah, I mean, I trade my stop loss maybe a little bit too aggressively, but what matters is that we take good trades. How we manage them is another thing. That's if we manage to take good trades consistently, the trade management comes after it. Okay, now we have to wait for another trade, huh? Not a single course sold, and we do it on live. 100-point trades. We do it on live, guys. Okay, now we need to stay patient. Man, I need to start entering with 2 contracts. Could still see this ending the day at all-time high? You're not wrong. Let's see. Oh, dumpy. 116 points secured, nice trade. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. What a fucking trade taken on stream, right? I manage it shittily. If you copy me, and please don't copy my trades on stream because I can lose as much as I win. But if you copy me, then you are up more than 125 points now. Again, I'm not saying this that you should copy me. You shouldn't. But if you do, it's up to you how you manage. Maybe you can manage it much better than me. Wasn't in stream but took the same shot. Let's go, Saint Sam. Let's go, Saint Sam. My man, Saint Sam. How you doing, Saint Sam? How's life? Trump wanted to bless you, but you didn't believe in him. But Trump didn't say anything though. But true, you're right. You see, these were the actual news. What a fucking trade, huh? What a trade. Not so bad, Saint-Sam. Not so bad. Enjoying finally getting my my shorts. Last week was tough, you know, I like my shorts more than longs. But now finally enjoying the shorts. Finally, market is... Man, I knew that this bullshit here was bullshit. I was like, no fucking way NQ stays so far away from ES. And every single little bit of green on ES was like... Every single little bit of green on ES was like pump on NQ. And I was like, that shit doesn't make any sense. Just huge help to have another voice in the room while I'm trading. Helps to know I'm not making this shit up. Yeah, that's why I love to be with you guys on the stream as well. You guys give me some ideas. I understand different minds, how you guys think, what you guys see. Oftentimes you guys see a lot more than I do. So thank you, Cristiano. That was it was awesome trade. Those trades, I need them more than anything else because of the confidence. Last week fucked my confidence. I feel you, Meli. It's, as you see, it happens even with me. Even if I started trailing it 10 seconds later, I would have taken my full TP. It's okay. If you win in this market and you get a nice trade, it's you can always learn a lesson, manage it a little bit better. 150 points, huh? Yeah, I did not trust the orb setup as well. We had divergence before the market opened with all-time highs, which screams to me super bearish. We had the divergence, and then we also had, like, what really made me doubt orb was, let me find, this candle here. This red candle, because if I find the same red candle on NQ, I'll show you guys. This is what really made me enter. Is we closed this 15 minute below 21 and 9 EMA on 15 minute, which screams to me that there might be trend switch, right? 15 minute is a nice confirmation of potential trend switch. And NQ didn't, and I'm like, I always trust ES more. NQ is a bitch. It lies to you. It makes you believe things that don't exist. NQ is a bitch. So when I saw this ES candle, that was the orb high as well. I was like, nah. This is, I can put the orb here as well so you understand. Okay, orb high is here. Another short has to be at least here. If there is a room for another short, it has to be much higher. Because I don't know where to protect this short. at least 15-minute 9 EMA. And also the volume, right? When I entered, I saw, where is the 5-minute chart? This is where we started selling off. Yeah. Look the volume here. It was much higher when we started selling from above the orb. And that's again like, if I will just trade 15-minute orb, I will lose the trade because you can automate it, right? If you just want to trade one strategy 24/7, you can automate it and then it's much easier. That's why like sometimes it makes sense to take orb breakout, but again, that's my trading style is I need a little bit more information. Give me EMAs, give me volume, give me something else, you know, I need that extra choice. Man, what a fucking trade taken on stream. Wait, sorry guys, I bought the music. I'll put the music, no copyright sounds. I put random music, it's just no copyright. Hi guys. There's two things what I love when I take a nice trade on stream. One is I know you guys are not losing money because I know some of you will copy me. I know, even though I don't advocate it, even though I hate the idea of you guys copy trading me. I just know that some of you do, and when I take a nice trade, I know that at least those people who do copy me, at least they didn't lose money. But that's exactly why I don't give signals, why I don't want you to copy trade me, because I can lose. The same trade, another day we will lose it, and it's okay. I'm okay losing, right? You see me lose. Do you see my emotions change? Of course. I'm more sad, I lose confidence, normal emotions with trading, right? But I don't want to be responsible for your losses. You know what makes me a little bit cautious reshorting it? The volume. The last red candle that we had the highest volume since the open, both on ES and NQ. That kind of indicates me that there was a lot of dip buying. So let's see, 15-minute 9 EMA. I'll probably take the retest with really tight stop loss, but we still have a long way to go for me to re-enter into this short. Because we are buying the dip right now hard. So let's stay patient here. And honestly, you know what made me a little bit cautious or a little bit trailed you early? I'm doing a little bit journaling with you guys. Is the fact that we were so hesitant on NQ, so goddamn hesitant. NQ was like, I'm not going. You saw me, right? It was close to my break even at some point, and I think when it was close to my break even, or started to go my hair, right? That's where I lost the confidence to hold the trade. I'm just doing journaling for myself kind of right now. I'm just trying to understand why I started trailing it quite quickly, or why I even trailed, then let it run. And I think when it started bouncing from the overblow on ES and we started going to my break even, that for me probably triggered like, hey, secure the maximum profits. I didn't secure the maximum profits, but it is what it is. Let me see what's... Oh, what a trade. This was a sexy trade. A little bit more for Man, ES is telling the same story, kinda. ES is telling me the same story as the first short. NQ looks super strong. ES is like, are we so strong, you know? Man, that 100 EMA on 1 hour, it's possibility. We don't have divergence here as well from the lows. But if I re-enter, it has to be 9 EMA. We still have room to go. 9 EMA 802. Let me put 802. Let me just mark it on my chart so I know where it is. Oh, look what we have. We have VWAP exactly where the New York VWAP. Okay, we have some news. We have okay, something is wrong with financial choice. It's their technical problem. So don't send me fucking notifications of financial choice. I don't care about your technical problems. You're like giving me a small heart attack that something is happening. Got stopped on NQ, couldn't find a decent spot to short after that. Yours longing? I was looking longs for... you got stopped from the initial short? Vape Lord? Let's see, this 15-minute candle I will say is quite key. Because we lost the 200 EMA on 15 minutes. Same on 30-minute chart, right? We lost quite good EMAs on a not semi-short. Financial choice is often down. It's probably the best free option that we have in the market. As with everything that's free in life, sometimes it's shit. Sometimes good, sometimes shit. One thing is for sure, if there is a strong case for longs, the volume don't lie. Chico, the eyes never lie, you know. Same is with volume. The volume is not usually lying, and there was. Let me see how 1 minute volume looks like. Yeah, there was some buying. The question is how much buying. 9 minutes. Yes, have to stay patient. We stayed super patient with the first trade. It took me more than 1 hour to get into the trade, or I would say 1 hour. And Atomic, I know I missed your message, but 100 points a day gives the doctor away. You're so right. And I think 100 points is the best feeling in this market. If you can take more, of course, but when you hit your 100 points, it just feels so good, you know. You don't need big size for 100 points. Everything is just chef kiss. The 30-minute 200s have been good support since the bottom. I mean 200s. How long did it take you to learn trading and become profitable? 1 year and 3 months. A little bit more. 1 year and 4 months, 5 months. I'm gonna hit my 2-year mark in June. I became profitable around October, November. But I don't want to brag. I don't want to glaze myself. I hate speaking like this, but it's nothing to do with talent. I don't want you to guys compare yourself to me in terms of time frame. Like I'm not talented, I'm not special. But one thing that I will always proudly say, the first year of me trading, it was 24/7. Learning, trading, journaling 24/7. I didn't do anything else. I didn't have a job, you guys know it. I didn't have a job, so that was my only option. Or the only thing that seemed that I want to make it work. And it's I work so fucking hard, man. That's like, I will never say that I'm talented, I'm special, nothing, no. If I look back at the time, I ignored my family, I ignored my friends, my girlfriend. I didn't see my girlfriend for almost 6 months because I didn't have money, and I was like, no. Any money I have, I will put it into trading and learning how to trade. I skipped some meals to just buy TradingView Premium. Like that's how bad the money situation was. I didn't have money. I was like, I need that 300 to pay for my TradingView because I need TradingView. Even though I wasn't making any money, I need any money that I get that goes into Topstep accounts, that goes into TradingView. The only thing I can say is I didn't buy anyone's courses, and that's why I don't sell courses as well, because I saw it. You can do it for free, but it sounds maybe good on paper that, oh, it took you only 1 year and few months to become profitable. But if you do it like a hobby, if you do it on the side, you don't have so much time. And I understand not everyone has the same time that I had during that time to put in, which is logical. We have life, we have family, we have girlfriend, boyfriends, job, everything, right? Life kind of forced me to be in a situation where I had to only dedicate myself to trading. But if I would have done it normally, like with a job and on the side, probably it would take me 2-3 years. Like I think I honestly did like 2 years in the first 7 months, I would say, in terms of like how much time I put. Nice, bro, it was worth it. Oh, fucking hell, yes. Oh, yes. That's the thing, right? It seemed impossible, man. I'm gonna answer your question, Lee. I saw your question, and I'm gonna break it down. But yeah, it's man, it's gonna make me emotional, honest. To see it finally working, to get your first payouts. That's why I was so happy for Chayman. Chayman is one of the people who've been in the stream since the beginning, always been supporting, boosting the server. He got his first payout, and when you start to see those first payouts and everything, man, when it finally fucking works, man, you're gonna make me emotional. But how did you make out this orb to be reversal rather than continuation upwards? I want to answer this question because that's the most important question in terms of this setup, right? So when I entered based on this candle. So let me mark this candle on 5 minutes. Let me find the same candle. So for me, what really made me enter was the fact that we had divergence. So okay, let's even roll back one more thing. Before we opened the market, we had this divergence, right? We had this divergence, which is bearish divergence. NQ took out all-time highs, ES didn't. That guy kind of gives me bearish setup because I know there is a high time frame divergence. This is not short time frame divergence, this is daily divergence, so it kind of gives me idea to possibly look for shorts. That's the first thing. Now when we go into actual entry, where is the 5 minute chart? Okay, so I enter based on this candle because yes, on NQ it didn't close into the orb, right? The orb is, let me make it a little bit wider. This blue zone here as well. Let me put it on the chart. So ES closed into the orb, and for me, I really liked it because I trust ES more than NQ. If NQ leads the way and ES don't follow, I'm skeptical. I want the ES to kind of confirm everything, right? ES has more volume, more liquidity, and so on. Now, since ES closed into the orb, that gave me idea to possibly look for shorts. And another reason why I was comfortable shorting is this stop loss looks wide. This stop loss looks wide, but I mean the market conditions, the volatility is not so high. 65 points is usually my maximum stop loss that I want to tolerate with one trade. So I saw that even if I'm wrong, I'm not losing a lot. That stop loss, I can survive the stop loss. Now, so ES closed inside, and then this bar here made me hesitant because ES closed outside of again, and NQ was above the orb, and that was the most hesitant point. But something happened at the same time. We closed. Let me see. We closed 15-minute candle. This candle here, this red candle, and this we had divergence with EMAs as well. So NQ didn't close 15-minute candle below those orange is 21 EMA, 9 EMAs, the white stairs. NQ didn't close below them, but ES did. So I had two kind of confirmation from the stronger index, which is for me ES, that ES lost the EMAs as well. That kind of gives me idea there might be a trend switch, not on a daily time frame, but intraday trend switch, right? 15-minute is usually my favorite in terms of EMAs, in terms of intraday trend. So as soon as this happened at the same time as what I just showed you with the orb, as soon as I saw 15-minute losing those EMAs, candle closed below, NQ didn't, I was like, fuck it. You saw me on stream as well. I was like, what the fuck? Why NQ is not following ES? ES looking so bearish. ES looking amazing for short. NQ didn't. Just needed some patience. But these things kind of put together. ES closing into the orb while NQ didn't. High time frame divergence with the highs before the market even opened. And then ES started dropping, and I was like, okay. Because NQ danced above my entry for quite few candles, and I was like, why is ES giving up VWAPs everything and NQ is holding everything? It looked really bad during the time when I was in the trade, but yeah, I would say these high time frame divergence bearish, ES giving some signals that there might be reversal with EMA losing 15-minute EMA, closing into the orb, and then ES kept confirming the trade for me in terms of closing the VWAPs, even retested the VWAPs a few times, right? There was one news candle. It was hard to stay in this trade because NQ was like, yeah, you have a nice trade idea, but I'm not doing what ES is doing. But it just needed some patience. See you, HVH. Nice to have you. Nice to have you on Discord. Nice to have you always on the stream. The mistake I made was the retest on the orb high closed inside the orb rather than outside. You mean ES? I went long on the retest without waiting for the 5-minute candle to close. Always wait for the 5-minute candle to close. That's you always see me waiting for candle close. Even when I pressed enter, I was 3-2. I was waiting for the candle close. The candles are funny with their characteristics in terms of like making it look something else even 10 seconds before they close. So always try to wait. Thanks for explanation. If you like ES to lead, why didn't you jump on ES when it was already back pumping into the orb? I just trade NQ. I follow them both because, as you see, it gives me information, but I'm just too used to trading NQ. I don't know why. It sometimes makes sense to trade ES, but I think it doesn't really matter which one you choose, and usually you want to trade the lagging index in this case, because the lagging index gives you better entry, right? Even if ES is going ahead and is looking better as a setup, if NQ is lagging, that means you have kind of timed you enter on the better spot, right? I could have scaled in this phase where ES was already inside the orb. Right now in hindsight, of course, it makes sense. I didn't do it because my balls are sometimes too small, but you get the idea. Like when NQ is leading the rally, that usually is bad for me as an NQ trader because that means ES will give me better entries. Called NQ a bitch 30 minutes ago, but likes to trade NQ the most often. Man, of course. NQ is the toxic bitch. NQ is I'll always like NQ is, you know, like NQ is the, I hope my girlfriend is not watching, but NQ is the it's the toxic one. You go back, but it's the toxic, you know, it's not good for you, of course. Side piece. I didn't say it, Atomic said it. If my girlfriend is watching it, it's not me who said side piece. And NQ is a bitch because it fakes you out. You saw how it was pitching here as well. It was like, nah, I'm not doing this, what ES is doing. It's fair to call it the bitch. Oh yeah. Not beating the girlfriend spy allegations today, I guess. So sometimes I say so stupid shit on stream, and like 90%, 95% of the time my girlfriend is not watching my streams. Like, come on, I stream every day. It's boring to watch. Like, she can probably hear what I'm saying. But some days I say some stupid shit. I go into the living room after my stream. I see her watching the stream. Yeah, those evenings are not so fun for me. Man, that was a choicy shirt based on this. I saw you from Estonia and Bosnia. I had to come support. Let's go, my Bosnian brother. Yes, I'm from Estonia. Wait 1 second. I don't know if there's any more trades for me. I was talking about my setup. I kind of missed one more short from this New York VWAP, or sorry, New York VWAP kind of was a choicy setup. Do you still journal? So yes, I do journal. I have my journal somewhere close to me as well, in the closet. I do write down like some things from the day. Topstep does a lot of journaling for me in terms of like I can pull the time frame and then get the so to say, man, I want to show you guys something. So Topstep does a little bit journaling for me, and then let's start from the beginning, and then I use my stream for journaling as well. A lot of times when I finish my streams, I go back to look all my things. I want to show you guys something. Someone said that I will trade well when the bear market comes, because I can trade different conditions, right? I have, since November, I have 482 shorts and 164 longs. And I will tell you that probably most of those longs are losses as well. And I'm not bearish. I'm not someone who wants market to go down, because usually market goes down on negative news. I like shorting even bull market, because usually shorts get rewarded quite quickly if you don't snipe the bottoms. But it's just crazy statistics to see that I have almost 500 shorts versus 160 longs. Mental. Maybe I should start longing more. But I'm a reversal trader, so it kind of makes sense. Market has been mostly bullish, and I like my reversals. Equity curve looks nice. I didn't see. Those XFAs, like I used to blow my XFAs in few days, if not few weeks. Few weeks was the best. Let's see the equity. Yeah, you can see exactly. Payout, 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 payout. No, I need to grow a little bit. That equity curve, huh? I'm not gonna lie, it looks juicy. Rename the never long up. I wanna take one more trade. I need to secure $3. I'm securing right now payout days because that apartment move was fucking expensive. Smooth lineup. Yeah, I mean this month, I'm not gonna lie, this month has been shit in terms of profits, but my excuse was these 2 weeks where I was so nervous to trade because of the Topstep record. That the whole Topstep record really, like, I don't count my first 2 weeks of April just because of the record. The psychology was completely different then. But my equity curve looks like Nvidia investment in the last 5 years, huh? What the fuck is this music though? You guys are tolerating a lot. I don't know those playlists or anything because I don't choose the songs. They're just copyright free songs. But you guys are tolerating a lot. If I would be looking my stream, I would mute myself quickly. What the fuck is some of those songs? Green is green. Survival is the most important in this game. Yeah, that's another thing. When we spoke about the patience in the beginning, I have some haters who come to me. I make more than you in a week. I make more than you in a month. I make more in one trade than you do in a month, and so on. And I'm happy for these guys. And I never argue with anyone who's hating. They probably have something wrong. But one thing how you can have patience, or what like makes me more patient, is I'm not gonna lie, I have not paid myself little from these accounts. Every single payout is like 10,000. Taken few of these, and what I'm trying to say is those small days, they look small in a short time frame. They look something where you're like, no, I need to wait so long to get payout. But when you get paid few times, then you're like, it's actually worth to make it, survive small. Play classical music for some high IQ trades, you might be onto something, but I need to be in a trade, right? When are they going to push you to live? Okay, so I hope anyone from Topstep is not listening to this. First, they didn't put me to live because Estonia was ineligible, and that was happy days when I saw Estonia in their website as being ineligible, right? But you wanna know the secret? If you don't want to be put to live, take small payouts. I honestly think that's the case. No, not small payouts, but take payouts. So I never take maximum payout. I take usually like 3 to 4k per account, since I have 3 accounts, right? I have 3 accounts, so you do the math. But since I take 3,000-4,000 per payout, my account balance goes to 7,000-8,000. I take a payout, now it's back to 4,000. They don't put me to live because the balance that they will put me to live is too small. They put live people who gamble a lot of contracts. The people who are put to live are the ones who usually make 10,000 in a day, and they make it for 3 days. Usually they get lucky, but good for them, right? But they play with really high size. Usually they have like 60 trades per day, right? They, I don't know, take 2 mini scalps, whatever they do, they make a lot of money on XFAs. As soon as you make a lot of money with XFAs, they probably, and again, I'm just giving you what I think. I have no factual proof of this. But what I think is there is a certain factor, certain AIs in Topstep system that flag, or certain systems that flag a certain account, so to say, behavior. Makes a lot of money quickly, gets the maximum payout in, I don't know, in 1 week or in few days, and so on, right? You don't want those customers to stay in XFA, because if they keep doing it even by luck, you need to pay them, right? If someone makes 20,000 in a week in XFA, they need to pay, because Topstep usually doesn't really deny payouts. There are some stories, but usually I think there's more to those stories with hedging and people making many accounts with their family and trading them all together. I think there's, like, most of the time people get paid in Topstep. I never had a problem. So what I think is happening is, the way I trade, small wins, 300, 400 per day, 200, sometimes even smaller, consistently. There's nothing in their system that gives them a flag about my account. I don't take maximum payout. Yes, divergence. You're right, there is divergence, wait. Wait. There is divergence. Let's see. You know, one thing that I have noticed about market, and I'm gonna, there is divergence though. Crazy me. There's a lot of divergence here. If this 5 minute closes into the orb, it didn't close into the orb. There is a topic for longs. I think this is a best setup for longs so far. I want something a little bit easier, songs. But wait, this might be my last trade of the day. Let me see. I like it. There is a nice divergence for longs, I agree with you. The only thing I don't like is we are outside of the orb quite heavily. But I see the vision how we can bounce from here. Yes. There's a nice volume. I'm right now looking for potential long, because we made a lower low on ES and NQ made higher low, but there is also divergence on a higher time frame. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Oops, wrong thing. Let me show you quickly. These lows, right, is the same lows that are on NQ here. So there is a case for longs, but I want to see some confirmation. Let's see. The thing that hesitates me to long this is the fact that we are outside of the orb and ES is still looking super bearish. But things look super bearish before they're bullish, and things look super bullish before they're bearish. That's the world of reversal trading. Let me see, what's the 5 minutes? Okay, let's see if we see something cracking on the 1 minute. I think it's not my be a good. It might be a good time to long. There is a case for it. Let me see if you jump longs here. $36 points. Okay. Little 1-to-1 here. I'm not jumping into this trade, but I like the idea. Wait. Okay. Okay, I'm writing it. I'm willing to take this trade. Let's see if it hits. Might get stopped out here though. That's gonna be 1-to-1. A little bit less than 1-to-1, but how this 5-minute candle closes? Can we close outside of, let me see, this, if we close outside of the orb, this 5-minute candle, I'm not staying in. What happened since market open? We took 100 points short interstays. We took 100 points short. Guys, I'm gonna secure my 150, sorry. I don't feel comfortable longing this. I'm gonna secure my 100 payout, and I just don't feel the confidence in longs. Yeah, I secured my payout. My payout day. I don't have confidence for longs. It looks good, but I don't have confidence in this. It looks good. I just didn't have confidence to hold this. I'm gonna do it in front of you. I'm securing my payout days right now. And man, it was a good close. I didn't feel comfortable in this long. Not at all. I got my 100 points. I only needed a little bit to have my payout eligible day. That's okay for me. That's okay for me. Let me, that's for XFA trading wise, that's it for me. In terms of combine, I might find a trade. No, we can trade evaluation. But let me read. See you Atomic. In my experience, wait, I missed the messages. Makes sense on the live account story. If they push you to live, are you going to size up a little bit more? As far as I'm aware, you can copy trade multiple accounts. I could be wrong. 100%. Yeah. If they put me live into with a small balance, I'm okay losing. I'm okay losing the live account with a small balance, because for me personally, I rather do the whole combine thing and copy trading again, rather than be alive with small balance and have to, like, for example, this, right? It's not high BNL for the day. Again, I'm more securing right now. Could have taken more with the first trade, but it's still $450 for profit for me, since I copy trade 3 accounts, right? So since it's $450 for profit for me a day, for me to make the same in live account, it requires me bigger trades, bigger size, and so on. So what I'm trying to say is if they put me live with the small account, I will start trading minis. I will be like, I either win big or I lose big and then I lose accounts, and that's fine. But going into live with small balance, I think, is the biggest nerf. Then you can rather, take the money and put it into my own live account, and I don't need anything regarding Topstep rules and so on, right? So I should have had confidence to hold this. Whatever, fuck it. So that's like for me, yeah. If they put me live with a small account, for me it's too big nerf. The whole idea of copy trading is the only reason I think why you should, like, I don't want to say expose, but abuse prop firms, right? There's nothing else that gives you, like I always say, don't take bigger size in a trade. Scale your accounts rather than scale your size in trades. That's my opinion, because the whole copy trading is if you're a profitable trader, that's the best way for you to get paid with minimal risk. I don't risk a lot. I trade 1-2 M and Q and I get paid nicely. So yeah, if they put me live, I'm gonna trade NQ, not M and Q. And today has been a lesson, like, don't trust your trades to run fully, huh? It's okay. But yeah, live with big small balance is definitely a nerf in my eyes, and I will treat it completely differently than I do right now if they do put me live, because then I'm not afraid of losing that account. I rather go the same route again, have multiple accounts and everything. If they put me live with big balance, I will be really open to it in terms of like trading bigger balance. If I have like 60k in Topstep, like 60k as total, and they put me to live, I'm okay with that. Then I will trade it more careful. I will trade it more normally, right? I have much more room to trade with bigger size. I can actually see myself paying myself a lot from that account. So yeah, it depends when they put me to live, but yeah, it's I think what I said about why they put you live, and is there some news happening? This looks a little bit like someone is speaking or something is happening. What size do you recommend trading during eval phase? For me, it's 3. Okay, it depends on ATR. So ATR means how much. I'll show you what exactly it is. So this is ATR, right? This shows you how much one candle moves in terms of the time frame you choose, right? Of course, it's lagging a little bit and so on, but usually when we have super bullish market, then you see as soon as we have bearish market, the ATR is very high. That means the market moves in terms of the dollar amount a lot, right? If we have ATR low, usually the volatility is lower on the bullish markets, right? Staircase up, elevator down. So when ATR is low, I would usually trade 5 to 10 micros with evals, and then I would when the volatility is high, 3, 4, 5 micros is enough, in my opinion. When did you decide to pop off on 3x accounts and move from 1 to 3? It was always the goal, right? Always the goal was have multiple accounts, so I don't need to risk so much per one trade in order to make a lot money or more money, right? But the problem with copy trading accounts is you always have the kind of, it's easier to trade one account in terms of holding trades and everything, because you always have fear, if I lose the account, I lose all 3 accounts, and vice versa. It was more when I had confidence that I can actually make money consistently without blowing accounts. And then plus it was also that I took a payout on one account, and then I always saw it like, as soon as you take payout, invest a little bit more into more accounts. It's like scaling your business, right? If you make money in business, you don't want to take everything and, I don't know, go buy a car or a house, right? You want to put a little bit back into the business, So the business keeps growing. I saw the same thing. I took payout with one account. Okay, fine. I'll enjoy the money a little bit, and rest of the money I buy new accounts to kind of take bigger payout next time. But it's making sure you believe into your system, making sure that you actually you need to have some proof on one account, or some kind of proof that you can make it on many accounts. Do you think that I should wait till power hour today? I was not able to trade open, and can you explain some usual stuff that happens in the power hour? I never traded it. Power hour is usually, you don't want to find reversals in power hour, that's my opinion. If power hour has a trend, it will usually stay until the end. And then there is 3 really key time areas for the power hour. The first is MOC, market on close. That's the institutions placing their orders. That's 10 minutes before the market closes. You will see spikes, you will see volume. That's institutions starting to place their last orders. Then you have 5 minutes before the close. You have another injection of liquidity. And then you have the last minute of market close, which is usually the highest volume of all the session. I don't like trading power hour so much. Again, I feel that if you trade power hour and you get fucked, then you don't have any room to make it back, and then you're kind of sad until the next day, or until you go to sleep. I don't like trading power hour. I like finishing my trading in 6 minutes, which I might do. I already locked myself out. How the hell have you been positive for so many days? It's highly improbable. It is, right? I don't know. I don't know. Trading my system, sometimes ignoring my rules and fucking it up. I explained this in my long video as well. There are days where I trade my calendar. There are days where... not anymore. Now when I broke the Topstep record, I don't care. But... oh, okay, I can't say I don't care. I saw myself last week still caring. But yeah. There are some days where I traded the calendar, where I started red, and it was wiser for me to close it early. So cream, what the fuck? Bro, it's Topstep record. You're watching Topstep record. That's officially Topstep record. That's why it's what the fuck. There's only cream. No, but records aside, everything aside, it's not so like it is beautiful to look at, but the backstory on some days is not it's not so beautiful what was going on behind the scenes. I fucked up on some days. I should have closed earlier. There was days where I started with the first trade, let's say minus 200. The next trade I get to plus 250, so I'm plus 50 as a profit for the day. I see amazing setup, and I don't take it because I'm protecting the calendar, right? So there is more to the story than just winning consistently. Messi of Topstep. I love you guys. You guys are so funny sometimes. And I think I'm gonna finish the stream because I locked myself out. The market is choppy. I think there is someone speaking right now. Oh yeah, the Fed chair is speaking. That's why it's so wiggly. But I think that's it. I'm gonna record the framework episode today. I promised to record it today or tomorrow. So guys, thank you for watching. We took fucking amazing trade on stream. 100 points. What a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Hopefully again another 100 days. But thank you for watching, guys. I always enjoy the whole session because of you. You guys are making this the best community. Let's go, guys. Anyways, I see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna get some food. Now I'm getting hungry. So, see you guys. Ciao.